Used to say you know you did, you know you did. But in this ever-changing world we live in, make sure give it a try. Live and let die. Hey, Mr. Ozzy, how's it going? How you doing? How you doing? Let's see. I just thought of a new game. Let's see if people want to play.
Silang bata yun.
Ozzy man in the house. How you doing, Ozzy man? I've had some different people tell me that they have been coming to the Philippines on their way or made it over, stuff like that, or just about to come, stuff like that. Having the coffee. That's good. I just drank some, man. About 20 minutes ago. I just finished some coffee. Let me see. So I got the board ready in case we do have some people that want to play the game. I just thought of a new game. So let's see. I think it will probably happen, but because this is about that time when people do that, they pop in about this time. So yeah, I don't know if you want to talk about anything interesting, about the political stuff or anything. I'm sort of surprised about the amount of protesting in different countries. I saw some protesting here in the Philippines basically about corruption, but very, very peaceful. And then they had some pretty non-peaceful over in Indonesia going on. And, they continuously protesting over in USA and a lot of other places, I guess. Crazy times, yeah. And I don't really follow all the countries or anything. How you mate? Hey, Dexter, how's it going, Dexter? SSP Arts, hello, how you doing? Where y'all from? Where's everybody from? I'm going to do a game tonight if anybody's interested, but we'll see. We'll get some more people in here. I'll ask about it. Do you want something, Uncle? Do you want something, Uncle? Not really. Maybe $1 million. That's it. That's all I want. Just $1 million. I'm in UK and you. I'm in the Philippines, and I'm originally from USA. I've been in the Philippines for 2 years now. Let's see. SSP, I'm from India. Ask me if I want something. Yeah, sure, $1 million. That will be suffice. Namaste, SSP, Cloud. Hey man, how's it going? Love you from North Korea. All right, man. Did you get permission to be here? Anyway, so I'm going to be doing a game tonight. If people are interested, just to let the people know that's in here right now, and maybe we'll get a couple more people before I really go into detail. Ozzy says, "Hey, Cloud. Let's see. I heard Philippines ain't good for foreigners." Um, I totally disagree with that. I don't know who misled you on that part. Now you got foreigners from different countries in here, from different places, and I wouldn't be here for 2 years if I felt that way. When I'm supposed to be from the best country in the world. Let's see, is what they tell me anyway. USA. Let's see. SSP says love to Philippines and USA. I appreciate that. And SSP is in India. Thank you. Yeah, we're like brothers. Us, India, Philippines, USA. We're all three like brothers. Even though some of our governments can be ridiculous, you know. I was thinking about that today. The word abuse. I feel like governments abuse their people. Let's see. Paul says, "What's up? How's it going, Paul? Where you from?" SSP. All right. Thank you for subscribing. Hate to see you leave. Like I said, I'm about to do a game if we have enough interest. I like to get a few people to make sure there's enough interest in the game first. So we'll see. It's gonna be a simple game, but it's gonna be, I think, a fun game. So yeah, our government's corrupt. Yeah, and I think just about every government is corrupt and abusive to their people. And I'm like, why do we pay for their salaries? Why do we always support these people that are being abusive to us? Yeah, I thought about that. I'm like, what's the best way to describe it? They're abusive to their people. One thing that really bothers me, Ozzy, is how they let crime happen and they don't do anything to the criminals, from small ones to the big ones, just all around. Let's see. Magadane Gabe from Germany. Hey, Germany, how's it going? Vivo. And Magadane Gabi means, for you Aussie, it means good evening in Tagalog, in Philippine language. So this person from Germany has probably been here in the Philippines. I can't see your picture, so I'm not sure what you look like. But yeah. Vivo Andy. So you've been to the Philippines? You might even be a Filipino. I was there. I mean, there's Filipinos that work over in Germany. They are authoritarian. Yeah. Yep. Vino, of course I was. My wife is Filipina. Okay, there you go. Congratulations, bro. Vivo Andy. Ozzy says hello. So I got a simple game for us to play tonight, but I'm letting people know when they pop in. So if anybody wants to stick around for it, we'll be doing that if there's enough interest. Salamat. So you've been married a while, and what part of Philippines did you get to go to? Been here so far. I'm from USA. Been here for 2 years now, and it's been a blast. I mean, it's been a lot of fun, great times, a lot of different places. Married since 1 year. Wife is from Zamboanga. Is that is that in Luzon or is that in Mindanao? Because there's the two Z's. I always get confused. I know there's a Z name up here, and I know there's a Z name up there, down there. And I'm by the highway, by the way, where I'm staying at. Not too happy about this place I'm staying, but it is free for me, so that's why I decided to take it. It's part of a girlfriend's family place. So. Um, yep, and that's also why I started the YouTube channel, to try to get some kind of income so I could stay over here in the Philippines. hmm Married since 1 year, and wife is from. Yeah, and the Z words, I haven't been to either one of those, but um, just not good at really thinking about those names. Okay, well, slow right now. Hopefully that changes. Hopefully that changes. Ozzy, we did an interesting game this morning. It was two lies and one truth. Basically, everybody that was in was saying three things, and the other people were trying to figure out which one was true about them. I was really wanting to go to a different area than where I'm at, really bad. Because I have brownouts here, I have internet issues here, and I'm right by this highway that drives me insane, especially when I'm doing lives. And I'm staying in here with the aircon, but I was looking at my bank account, and I was like, nah, I better not do it. That's going to probably make me go to the U.S. too soon. So I'm just suffering, suffering through it. Nobody's commenting. Hopefully my internet didn't go out. So it looks like there's three people in here. So here's the plan. I mean, ask questions if you want. Talk about stuff if we want, topics or whatever. But there is a game that I'm thinking about us playing. So if anybody has interest in that, you can say game, because I think it's pretty interesting, simple game. So there we go. That's three things we pretty much do, is talk about hot topics, or talk about Philippines, ask questions, or we do a game. Or we do all of it at the same time, whatever. I always welcome questions about the Philippines. I've been here for 2 years, or USA. You know, I've been in the USA for like 50 years, and my moderator here, he's been in the USA longer than that. But we also like to learn about other countries and respect um, each other's country, culture, religion, all that kind of stuff. You know, call it like the world's community. You know, I remember when I was saying that back in the day, whenever we started doing live, and then I sort of drifted away from that. I didn't really think much about it, but then I was like, why did I used to talk about world's community? That's right. Yeah, trying to bring people from different places. Because this morning we had somebody from Algeria, and that was pretty interesting conversation. Um, and always getting people from different places. Boo babali babala la la. Boo babali babala. Tell you one thing. One thing that was pretty cool yesterday. I decided to look at some of the old '50s music and some of the dancing they did back then, like Rock Around the Clock and the dancing. I mean, back then, you know, the people were slim. You know, they weren't so big in America. You know, and they was dancing like crazy, bro. Hello, homie. What's up, my brother? Since you called me homie, I ought to put a hat on so I can look like a homie. Here we go. Throw this one on. There we go. Feel like I'm fishing with this one, bro. Uh, how's it going, Joseph? Did you ever did you ever get back to your country, or are you still out there in Somalia? How's the trip? Bum bum ba doo ba bum bum ba da bum 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 ba da bum 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 ba da ba da bum 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 bum. Yeah, Joseph had an interesting story yesterday. I think it was yesterday. We were doing some really deep conversation, bro. Waylon was in here, and Joseph was in here, and pretty interesting. It got pretty deep. Going to go back on Saturday. So with the trip Sunday. Getting back Saturday, so with the trip Sunday. Okay. So I guess you leave out on Saturday and get back on Sunday. Stay in a hotel, or maybe not stay in a hotel. I don't know. Sort of like on the way kind of thing. Hey, Dearland, my friend Dearland, what's up? What's up? How you doing? And I listened to that guy y'all were talking about. Thank you for the hearts. I think his name was Jose Marie or something like that. He's like Chinese Filipino. I listened to 5 of his songs, and my girlfriend loves his music. Is what I found out, and it's good music, but I'm more of a fan of stuff that is a little bit different, like 50s. So whenever I was listening to him, his music sounded sort of like some music out of the 40s in America. The sound, very very tender, very. It's good music, but I'm I started looking at America's music from the 40s, and then I went to the 50s, and I already knew about 60s, 70s, and 80s. But the 50s is when I think America's music started being the best, from 50s to the 80s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. I think that's like the best music. So he's good, but I prefer the 50s to the 80s, which is a little bit different. He reminded me more of the 40s. Gerald said that. Let's see. What's up? Music vote. Gerald said that. Oh, it was Gerald. Okay. And I listened to that other one. I guess you said the other one then. Yeah, that was really good. That was really good. I listened to part of the song before, and I listened to the whole thing yesterday, and I like that one a lot. Hey, Uncle, I'm back. Yeah, Christian, that was his name. I couldn't remember his name, but yeah, that's a great song. Fantastic. Do, 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 do. SSP says, "Hey, Uncle, I'm back." Oh, congratulations, bro. So, I'm going to be wanting to do a game here if people want to do the game. I was just hoping we get a little bit more people in here to do it though. But it's going to be a pretty simple game, and I think it's going to be pretty fun. Ooh, accidentally hit something there. If people want to do it, if they don't, then we can talk about hot topics or whatever. I was just watching a video about the protesting over in Manila. Pretty much the students protesting against, some of the corruption stuff, and nothing, nothing crazy. It was a peaceful protest and everything, but yeah, someone had talked about it, and so I figured I need to look it up and see what's going on with it. What's the games? The game I was thinking about doing was if I bring up something, let's say for example, Kenny Rogers, and then you name a song from Kenny Rogers. Whoever names it first, a song from Kenny Rogers. Actually, first and second, the top two, because sometimes they tie. So the first two people that name a song from Kenny Rogers would get a point. That's just an example. Or let's say if I name an athlete, what game does he play? Just sort of relate this to that kind of thing. Not just music, but different things. The last protest here was in 2015, 10 past. Yeah, and it's funny you brought that number up because I was also checking out the Indonesia protest, and they said 10 young people passed there. So it's interesting you brought that 10 number up. And for it to be 10 years on a protest, man, it's been 10 years. That's a long time nowadays, it looks like. Hello, David Kenneth, what's up, my man? How's it going? Good morning. Sweeta, hello, hello, hello. Good day to y'all. So, I'm planning on doing a game in about a minute or two, couple minutes. I'm saying about 2 minutes, and hope y'all can stick around for it. Basically, I'm going to give something, and you put the relation. Like if I say, name a song by blah blah, then the first two people that name a song by blah blah is correct, they're going to get a point. Pretty simple, it's not going to be too difficult, but it's just think real fast and throw your answer in. Not just music, it's going to be other stuff too. Why is the world getting so sad and heartless? Well, I think over in the U.S., the big problem is basically a generational thing where, okay, boomers were not the best parents to the Xers, so there was some problems there. I think the golden age before the boomers were awesome parents, but the boomers weren't that great, and it sort of got handed down from the Xers as not being that great of a parent to the millennials. You know, not complete. I'm not saying all. I'm not saying all, but I'm saying it sort of got handed down mainly because of both parents working, you know, as an example. And then the millennials now, with these students that are in school now, those are the, what, Gen X, I think, or Alpha, or whatever it is. Anyway, that one's even worse. It's gotten stronger. It's like keeps getting more exponential. That's that's part of it, I think. And also another part is technology. You know, when a 2 year old has an iPad or something like that, you know, instead of people spending time with them and everything, you know, and plus just things being unruly and all the corruption and stuff going on too. Let's see. So that was a long answer, I guess. Hello, David. Does anyone even care about anything? Yeah, it's pretty sad. I've been watching a bunch of teachers on videos talking about how the kids don't care in the school and they're just doing whatever they want, and it's just insanity. And a lot of teachers are quitting and stuff. Let's see. The majority of kids today have been indoctrinated by the public school system. That's another problem too. Yeah, you know, and I think that's part of the whole Sea Party thing that I've talked about before, the corruption stuff that is being corrupted from outside the U.S. and they have infiltrated the U.S. and England and other places. Yeah, and that's a really a deeper subject. But no one did anything after that. Let's see. Also 9/11. No one did anything after that. Let's see. Uh, Interesting. The machines are sure numbing us. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Um, you know, I mean, that's the thing about tools. You know, if you use them for the right reasons, it's good, but you use them for the wrong reasons, it's bad, right? Let's see. Joseph says, I was watching the left celebrate yeah, and so a lot of them got terminated for what they said, you know. First Amendment. Well, he got worse than they got. You know, they're crying about termination from their job. He got a lot worse than they got for what he said, which is should his First Amendment right should have been respected. They want their First Amendment right to be respected. They should have respected his. You know, what we have going on in the U.S. right now with the child care is psyop. A lot of people are saying that. I saw a poll from just regular people saying, you know, who did it, and a lot of people believe it wasn't the person they're telling us. That was the majority of the people said that. Personally, I picked unsure. You know, I did not pick yes. I didn't pick no. I just picked unsure, and I really haven't gone deep in that rabbit hole, to really, you know, think about it. And I really don't care to be honest with you, unless I was on a jury. You know, then it would be different. Let's see. How can we normalize and be this numb to these things? How can we normalize and be this numb to these things? Bro, I mean, I think a lot of, you know, I think you got a lot of good people out there. I think, you know, the people in here, I think, you know, are good. You know, maybe the trolls that pop in are a bunch of nuts. So they might have some nutty parents or whatever. But I mean, y'all seem like y'all got sense and everything. You know what I'm saying? So Ozzy says they are literally celebrating a man's blank. When you blank the man, see, I don't really have a First Amendment right to say all the words that I want to say and everything. Um, with the microphone, you lose the argument. Yep, exactly. Dearland says, if you have time, try to listen to these days. MTV Unplugged, 10,000 Maniacs and Singers. Name is Natalie Merchant. Yeah, I used to listen to MTV quite a bit, and I'm pretty sure I listened to that. You know, back when I was a kid. I don't recall the all the songs, but I remember 10,000 Maniacs. Um, but I'll go back to it and look at it some more and try to figure out what all I missed. David says you heard what Trump said. He cares more about ballot pit or something. I didn't hear it. No, I I don't I don't follow a lot of stuff. Ozzy says, da, 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 yeah, that spoke his mind, and not only his mind, you know, just having thoughts, you know, the thoughts that you have, you know, to get rid of somebody for their opinion. I mean, for one, if we all agreed with each other, come on, it's that would be it's not. I don't see that even possible for everybody to agree on every little thing together. I mean, I think that there would be some lying going on for everybody to agree on every little thing. Bala pit, yeah, I'm not sure what the bala pit is. Generation Z says Sweeta. Sweeta, hello. David Kenneth says when he was asked how he was holding up after the Charlie incident. Yeah, I don't know what the bala pit is, whatever that is. Uh, Dearland says now Abyss people are very opinionated, and when somebody corrects them, they will not accept constructive criticism. Correct. This generation lacks respect, love, and empathy and care. And yeah, and you know, here in the Philippines, you know, I see the young people. And are they as good as the ones before? No, I don't think so. Because you know the rule is when you go in a bus and you're an older person, um, younger ones get out of the seat for you and let you sit down. But a lot of the younger guys I see now won't do that in the Philippines. But things are even more drastic over in the U.S. They're, you know, now they hit you. Now they cry and hit you and all sorts of weird stuff. You know, not just get up out of the seat and let you sit down because you're pregnant or you're elderly or whatever. You know, it's just wild. Ozzy says, yeah, the mainstream media twists words. Oh yeah, they're horrible. Charlie didn't deserve. Yeah, exactly. To yeah, I you're total. I totally agree with you, man. I mean, and here's the thing. I mean, no matter if I agreed with everything he said, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. It doesn't matter. You know, it's just insane to do that to him. Let's see. Sweeta says nobody deserves to die. Yep, exactly. So, um, when y'all want to do this game that I'm planning on doing, just put in game, and if I have three people that say game, then we'll do it. But I'm fine talking too. It doesn't matter to me either way. Want to keep talking? We can keep talking. Let's see. Joseph says, in my opinion, too much freedom is not good for a country. Um, yeah, I mean, yes and no. I I believe in plenty of freedom. The problem is if you don't have people that respect it and have good values and stuff like that and aren't taught well. And if it's sort of like if you give a weapon to somebody, and if you give them the weapon and you don't teach them to do the right thing with it, it's the same thing. A tool, same thing, whatever. Freedom is a tool, and if people want to abuse it, um, that's the problem. Let's see. Singapore is a dictatorship, and they're doing great. Um, um, this is coming from Joseph, not from me. Uh, you know, I think that any kind of thing, personally, this is just my opinion. I think a lot of people won't agree with me. Maybe everybody won't agree with me, but I think it doesn't matter if it's dictatorship or if it's communism or if it's corporate, free market or democracy or whatever, anything, socialism, whatever. I think basically any of those systems can work. The problem is if you have the government that is corrupt, and you have your people at the top. If they're corrupt, those big companies and those presidents, and there's a lot of blackmail and bribery and all this kind of stuff, which has been a problem. It's been a problem in the free market. It's been a problem in communism. Communism has never worked because of that. Free market, I think, has worked better than the communism. But I think if basically, if you can make everything where people were decent people and not being corrupt and everything, then, any of that stuff would work, in my opinion. But anyway, dictatorship as well, I mean, if when you talk about the dictatorship with Singapore, I think we have to look deeper into exactly what else is going on there. Are the moms staying home with the kids? Maybe. I mean, I would want to look more into it than that. I mean, I think the people over here in the Philippines are doing a lot better than the people over there in the U.S. And Singapore, maybe the same way. I've been to the airport and spent, talked to people in the airport that work there and different things, but I don't really know much about it besides my couple hours hanging out with different people in the airport. Let's see. Singapore is dying according to Ozzy. I don't know. I don't know what's going on in Singapore, to be honest with you. Let's see. Support me, says Brian T. How are we going to support you, Brian T? How are we going to support you? I don't know, bro. Let's see. And Darylyn says democracy has its limit. Freedom of speech has limitation. Correct. Yeah, freedom of speech. There is no true freedom of speech. You know, there's no true. I think there should be. I think there should be, but people have to respect it. People have to be respectful. I mean, you know, democracy has its limit. Yeah, exactly, because you got to have some kind of socialist stuff like fire departments and police departments. You got to have people collecting money to have those kind of things, a library, park system, or whatever. So there is a limit to democracy. Let's see, hi, and I might be off on my political stuff that I'm talking about because I'm not that smart. Hi. Let's say Singapore is a small island. It's easy to govern. That's from Derlin. Small island, easy to govern. That is a good point. that's a good point. It is a pretty small island. Um, you know, Philippines a lot smaller than USA. It's easier to govern than the USA is, especially when you have so many people in the USA that are so different and from different places, and a lot of um, migrants and illegal migrants too, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I mean it's what they call the melting pot, right? PB's Cricket World. Hi, what's up, man? Cricket World. Let's see, is Ozzy Crosby. Hi, Ozzy Crosby. Support me, Brian T. Guys, sub me, please. Okay, Brian T. How many subscribers do you have now? Because it's good to support small channels. Um, Maybe he's trying to hit a number or something. Joseph says, yeah, someone said if someone abandons freedom for more security, doesn't deserve both. Yes, someone said if someone abandoned freedom for more security, doesn't deserve both. I think somebody asked me, it might have been Joseph, if I pick security over freedom. And I do pick security over freedom. Maybe, I'm not sure if he's talking about that or not. Somebody asked me that. Singapore is a dying country. Look at Singapore's birth rate. Yeah, that's a good point too. Let's see. Come on, guys. 50 subs for me. All right. If anybody can help Brian T out, he is a member of the group. He's been in here a lot of times. I've already subscribed, but if anybody else can subscribe to Brian T, it'd be appreciated. If you need me to make you blue to help him out, to click on him and hit the subscribe, let me know. Charlene says hi. Done. Double tap, Mikey. Thank you, Charlene. Appreciate it. Brian T wants some help. I usually don't ask for help, so I guess he's maybe trying to get serious about his channel. Let's see. Okay, this is Joseph. Okay, always heard that quote, Ozzy never knew where it come from. Yeah, and I heard that recently over in Korea. Yeah, I heard that over in Korea about the birth rate as well. South Korea. But as far as how are they doing over there, I don't know. I mean, the people seem pretty cool in the airport. They seem pretty cool. They didn't seem like they were. It's a very nice airport, by the way. Seemed like everything was okay, but I don't know. It's just an airport, so I didn't get to go out to their houses or anything. Let's see. So the low birth rate doesn't mean it's the government's fault. Um, yeah, it depends. If there's a depends on if what the law is. If there's a law saying, hey, you can only have one kid, I think China did that, I believe. Then could be a problem. But yeah, um, I don't know what Singapore's stuff is. I guess I'm gonna have to research Singapore now so I can be more educated on it. Let's see. Mom Be Fit says hello. What's up, Mom Be Fit? Good to see you again. How you doing, Mom Be Fit? And if you're not subscribed, Brian T's trying to get subscribers. Mom Be Fit trying to get. I mean, she can get some subscribers too. Maybe y'all can help each other out. I'm not saying. I'm not supposed to say exchange or whatever kind of stuff. But anyway, maybe y'all could just help each other out. Let's see. Ozzy Joseph says, well, that isn't going to change the outcome. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure about not sure about the understanding of that one. Not going to change the outcome. I guess the birth rate. I guess I'm not sure. Anyway, Ozzy and Joseph. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, Mish. Mish is back in. What are you saying, Mish? I don't think anybody will understand those words, Mish. Is that like on some kind of setting? Because I mean there was one Indian person in here, but I don't know if they're still in here. They would probably understand. Hold on one second. All right. Let's see. The birth rate for Singapore is 0.09. Mombi Fit says, so Mickey, Trump Tower is in Makati. I found it. Ha ha ha. Oh, okay, cool. So you found it. Yeah, somebody was talking about it. So is it close to Chase probably? Chase Bank? You know, do you remember what's close to it? And there's like a big Chase Tower, or maybe it's Citigroup. I think it's Chase. Anyway, I'm not a big Makati fan. It's I mean it's a nice city, but it's too busy for me. but it's fun to go to. It's fun to go to. I just wouldn't want to like live there. Mish says, hey, nonprofit, Mom Be Fit, how are you? That's from Mish. Mish is saying, hey, Ozzy. Mish, I'm doing well, thanks. Hi, I don't know, haha. Okay. So like I said, anybody want to play the game? It's a simple game. Just type in game, and if I have, we'll say 3 people say game, then we'll do game. Let's see. I don't like Makati, it's so crowded. I know it's crowded and it's loud too. I stayed at a hotel over Makati. I was near the bottom, and sort of like where I'm at here. I'm by the freaking highway here, and it drives me crazy, the noise. And it was, I think, even worse there. Yeah, I get tired of all the noise. Let's see, like that girl that was singing in your live, bro. She was, she kept going. I said, bro, talking about Mom Be Fit. Anyway, see, that's the thing. I mean, people are happy with music and singing, and she was singing Celine Dion. I remember because I was joking around about that. But I tell you, it didn't bother me or anything. But you know, because I got a volume where I can lower my volume. But if I'm around really loud stuff that bugs me, it drives me crazy. Maybe it's my old age. Maybe that's why. What are you doing, Mom Be Fit? Let's see. Yo, hello. What's up, PB's Cricket World? How's it going, bro? Welcome back. So we got one person say game. Let's see. So just 2 more people. And we're going to play this simple game that I just thought of. Let's see. Your dinner is done. For me, I already ate dinner. It was horrible too. I went to this little restaurant over here. It's a new restaurant. and they had shrimp, but it was not the big shrimp. It was really small, and it was mostly shell. It was horrible. There used to be a restaurant over here that had nice big shrimp that was absolutely wonderful. But anyway, I sound like an old man. I keep complaining, bro. Your dinner is done. Uh, I let's see. I remember in my life. Yeah, I had to lower the volume. Okay. My friend sing Celine Dion song. Yeah. I mean, she's cool and everything. I like, you know, some Filipinos sing good and some sing not so good. That's all I'm gonna say. She's sort of goes the other way a little. Not as bad as karaoke singer though, and not as bad as her brother either. You know, but she was okay. She was okay. She was attractive. If she's single, maybe there's some guys out here that like to date her or whatever. Exactly. Let's see. Joseph says it is mandatory to process the shrimp before serving it in a restaurant. It is mandatory to process. Yeah, I don't know what process would be, but I mean, basically, a lot of times I get shrimp here. It's still got the head on it, still got tail on it, still got the shell on it, and basically I take it all off and eat it. Some people eat the head, some people, which I think I've eaten the head before, I believe. But anyway, I love shrimp as long as it's plenty of meat and it's not just a little bit of nothing but shell like the one I got today. I'm gonna have to go back to the market, pick up some and cook it myself, because that way what do you call it? I can't think of the word. Like guaranteed that it's going to be okay. It. I love. I love shrimp. So I think we got one person say game. Yeah, one person say game. Two more people say game. We'll do a game. Like I said, it's going to be a simple one. But I'm gonna try to be on here for a while, so let's see. Yeah, I got plenty of battery. Okay, got two. Let's see. Removing the shell. Yeah, got something. Cotton or something. Anyway, yeah. I never eat the shell. I don't know about the shell. Yeah. David Kenneth, are you still in here? He hasn't talked in a while, so I'm assuming he's not. He might be in the shower. He's over in the U.S. Probably getting ready for work or something. So Mom Be Fit. Yeah, hoping we can get together on some kind of collab. I've been looking at so many different things. Thank you for the hearts. So many different things I've been looking at, trying to get more like more discipline on my channel on what I'm doing and everything, calendar wise and planning and stuff like that. How are you, Sir Mickey? And there's a lot of things that I'm thinking about doing and working on right now and everything. Like right before I jumped on here, I'm doing great. Sorry. How you doing, Mary? You look like you were doing great too. You look like you were happy over there in Makati. Um, I forgot what I was going to say. Let's see. Joseph says, I avoid seafood when I travel. Too many bad experiences. I've never had a bad experience with seafood, but I did have it with chicken. And I've had it with sauce too, back in the USA. There was some expired sauce. I found out it was expired and they were serving it still. Mom Be Fit says, Joseph, I love seafood, especially shrimp. Hee. Now the chicken problem happened in the Philippines though. Let's see, especially shrimp. Yeah, I love shrimp and crab legs. Ozzy says, Joseph, how is the lobster there? Do you like lobster? That's a good question, man, since he's over by the ocean. Mary says, I'm still at work, Sir Mickey. I'm leaving to Taguig, nearby at BGC. Leaving in Taguig, nearby BGC. Yeah, how'd you like BGC? Did you get to go to the nice places over there in BGC? I like, there's a mall over in Taguig I like too, and when you go into it, you feel like you're in Italy. The mall's not really, really, really big. It's big, but it's not like super big, not like Mall of Asia. But anyway, it feels like you're in Italy because they have like this canal running through inside the mall. I think there's a boat in there too, I believe. I can't remember it. But anyway, yeah, lobsters without claws. That's delicious, grilled and barbecue. Awesome. Ozzy says, with all the talk about shrimp, it makes me want to go thaw some out. I mean, one great thing about it is easy to make. Are you a crawfish eater, Ozzy? Oh, wow. I've never grilled lobster. Yeah, me either, but it sounds good. Mary says BGC is good. I like the place. I think anybody that goes to BGC is going to like it. It's like being in the U.S., but in like a clean city in the U.S., which may be hard to find now, but I'm sure there's some somewhere, maybe. But yeah, the cities have been pretty beat up lately. But I'm sure there's still some nice cities in the U.S. too. The crazy thing that happened in Charlotte, man, that was horrific. And I mean, I'm close to where I'm from. Is close to Raleigh, Durham, and Raleigh is not that bad. But yeah, Charlotte's the biggest city in North Carolina. I don't know. And I don't know if y'all heard about the crazy thing that happened over in Texas, bro. I was watching the video about that. That was crazy. You'd probably know about it, Ozzy, I would assume. But to an immigrant that is legal and a immigrant that wasn't legal, and the one that wasn't legal hurt the other one. like like it was crazy. You know, I can't say what I want to say on here, but it was crazy. I'll be hungry about seafood. Yes, BGC is super clean and modernized. Yeah, I don't think anybody. I don't think anybody would not like BGC. In anybody, and you know, it's awesome. Joseph says, and Gerald, I was checking out this place over in Durland, might be in here too, Deerland. I was checking out this place south of Subic Bay, and it's called Casa Filipinas. I can't remember the next part, but that was pretty amazing, bro. I saw a video on it, and I'm thinking maybe I need to go up there sometime. It was pretty amazing. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, because I found out a lot of Filipinos don't even know about the place. Let's see here. They always grill it instead of boiling it with spice. I prefer grilled wood, not charcoal. I'm a greaser, Mikey, Texas. Oh, you don't know about it? Oh yeah. Oh, I watched the video. Okay. Yeah, I know. That was insane, bro. Insane. That was one of the most insane things I think I've seen in my lifetime. I mean, horrific kind of. I mean, the Charlie thing was bad too. But Gerald says, I've been there in BGC. I was blown away. And then the Charlotte thing was bad. I mean, a lot of bad things lately. Gerald says, I've been there in BGC. I was blown away. Okay. Joseph says, I was thinking Ozzy was a redneck who who makes crawdad bowl with potatoes and corn in his garden. Yeah, he sounds like he's talking about somebody from Louisiana. Let's see. Laugh out loud. No, I'm from northern Maine. That's funny. Anybody else want to do game? I've got 2 people said yeah. It's going to be a simple game. Let's see. There's a Casa Filipino in Bataan. Yeah, it's in Bataan. Super beautiful place. There's a historical concept. Yep. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I think it was like before World War II it was created, and it's very, very, very awesome. And hopefully I get up that way, because I want to go to Subic Bay too. So, you know, hit both places in one trip. It'd be awesome. I think it might be pricey up there though, as far as like trying to get a room. I'm not sure. It's like a resort, but it's also like a city resort kind of place. It's unique. Joseph says, a lot of lobster in northern Maine, beautiful region. Let's see. Ozzy says, I'm multitasking, but I'm mostly engaged with the live stream. Ozzy. My Be Fit says, Ozzy. Yeah, I appreciate that, Ozzy. Appreciate you being in here. Appreciate my moderators that don't have any troubles right now. And, you know, we've pretty much cleaned up house, and it's like, you know, I got plenty of police already, you know. Let's see, Mom. I I had given moderation to somebody and didn't realize, I don't know how to say this, but anyway, they started like cutting people out, a lot of people and stuff during the talk, and I was like, hold on, this is like yesterday. And it's a long story on everything that happened. But anyway, um, it's also a sad story. So I don't like to talk about sad stuff. Let's see. Joseph says I gained weight and it's sad on their side, you know, not my side. But I gained weight here in Somalia, a lot of meat and fried stuff. Joseph, yes, coastal Maine is known for the lobster. The only place I've ever had lobster was at a restaurant called Red Lobster. That's the only place. I wonder. It was okay, but I mean I like the crab legs better. But I don't know. Maybe if I got up to Maine, I would might change my tune on that thing. You know, because yeah, Maine's very popular when it comes to lobster. And I don't know how many lobsters there are. Probably a lot, because usually animals have a lot of different types. Like, what's like the best lobster, Ozzy? Is it the blue lobster? Is that the one? Red lobster has gone bankrupt, I think. Yeah, I heard they did. I think they're all gone, I believe. Used to be like a super popular place that people went to. I used to go there quite often. But yeah, I think the economy and everything, I think, affected it. Ozzy says, I've gained a lot of weight because I eat a lot of meat and I don't exercise enough because of an injury. Yeah, I think the whole injury part is the worst of it. Um, Mary, going back home, Sir Mickey, enjoy the live stream, everybody. All right, thank you, Mary. Take care. Stay safe out there. Be careful out there. BKC Aziz. Hey, BKC. Sorry, I missed that. Let's see. Yeah, there's a Red Lobster right in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Grasshopper, mom. Okay. So, anybody else want to play a game? We got 2 people said yes. One more. I'll start a simple game. If one more person says game. Go swim, Ozzy. Best sport when you're injured. That's from Joseph. Okay, Gerald said game. So, okay, it's gonna be a simple game. So I'm going to. You'll see how it goes. Okay. So let's start with um, name an actor from the movie Mask. They get bankrupt after they offered all you can eat shrimp. And the first two people that have a correct answer, that they both get points. A actor from the movie Mask. Yeah, yeah, that probably wasn't the best business strategy. They, after they offered all you can eat shrimp. Yeah, it's not if I'm there. Let's see. Share. Oh, that's a different movie. Yeah, but yeah, that counts. Yeah, there's two Mask movies. I was thinking of the other one, but yeah, that counts because I forgot about that movie. That's an older movie you're talking about. Eric Schultz. Eric Schultz. I'm not sure who Eric Schultz is. Ozzy gets a point, and I would assume Eric Schultz would be one of the answers. I don't know who he is, so that's the problem. So I'm going to give, I guess I'll give Gerald a point for my stupidity. Let's see. Eric is Cher's son. Was he in the movie Mask? I was thinking, you know who I was thinking about mainly? Um, Cher's son? Yeah. Oh, okay. He might have been the main one. I don't know. All right. Ozzy got a point. Gerald got a point. And, okay. Let's see. Name a song by Elton John. I mentioned he was one of my favorite singers yesterday. A song by Elton John. The first two people that have a right answer gets a point. I remember Sam Elliott. Yeah, yeah, I remember him in that Mask movie, the older one. You know that I was really thinking about the newer one, which was the Jim Carrey movie. He was the main character. Yeah, I figured it must be that. I didn't know that was her son. I mean, she had that one son that turned into a girl, or a girl. No, the girl turned into a boy. That's what it was. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, okay. Little, little genie. Okay. A song by Elton John. His name was Chaz, the girl that turned into the boy. I remember as Chaz. Sacrifice. That's the Elton John song. Yeah, I think I remember that one too. Vaguely. Ozzy and Gerald both get a point for that one. Okay. Your song. Yep. Okay. Ozzy and Gerald get a point for that one. And who sang the song Paradise City? Goodbye, Yellow Brick Road. Yeah, we could continue. You know, Rocket Man. That's another one of my favorite ones is Rocket Man. Yeah. I'm a Rocket Man. Candle in the Wind. Let's see. Okay, Paradise City. Who sang the song Paradise City? I don't know. Okay, BKC. Since you're in here, I'll try to make some stuff that you know. Can you feel the love tonight? Bro, we're on Paradise City now. Can you feel the love tonight? Yeah, I love Elton John music. He's anyway. Paradise City. Anybody? Give me the singer of Paradise City. Who sang Paradise City? That's a good song. Oh yeah, it is. It's a great song. And you remember I'm Still Standing was another one of my favorites. I'm still standing better than I ever did. Like a true sign. I feel like a little kid. Nobody? Nobody knows who sang Paradise City? Seriously? Okay, I'll give it 5 seconds. Guns N' Roses. Anybody else? Let's see. I never remember a singer's name. LOL. Okay, 3, 2, 1. That goes to Gerald. Okay. I think I know. It was Guns N' Roses. It was Guns N' Roses. Okay. Who, what company uses the slogan, "Have it your way"? What company uses the slogan, "Have it your way"? Sort of like my own homemade trivia that's not going to be too difficult. So I think out of the maybe few people we got, I think people figure it out. Have it your way. What company uses that? BKC says Burger King. 5, 3, 2, 1. BK, have it your way. Correct. BKC got that one. BKC, 1 point. And the time has run out. So anybody else answering it? Gerald, I just see yours. Too late. I give it 5 seconds after the first answer. But you're winning, so don't complain. Yeah, it was BKC was correct. BK. Okay. Let's see. What state has the initials? Let me think. NC. NC. What state is that in the United States? Maybe I'm being a little biased on this. Maybe I'm. Yeah, Joseph, KFCs are all over the place. That's like, I think the restaurant that is the most international is KFC, I believe. Maybe I'm wrong though. Maybe McDonald's is a lot too. Joseph, North Carolina, correcto. Joseph got a point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so just Joseph. My marker is giving me another hard time. Can't let it dry out. Have to go bye, y'all. All right, BKC, take care. Joseph got a point. Okay. Let's see. What is a song that Celine Dion sings? A song that Celine Dion sings. Stay for a while. It's probably about her bedtime, I think. Her parents are probably making her get some sleep so she can go to school tomorrow. I love you. Oh, yeah. Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, Mary and Gerald are the top two on this one. So booyah and booyah. It could be the same answer. If it's right, it's right. So they both got a point. The one from Titanic. My heart will go on. Yep, she's got a lot of hits too. Okay, what is a song that um okay, this one might throw y'all off. I know, you know, my group is not really maybe y'all don't listen to this, but Eminem. What's the song that Eminem sings? Eminem, a rap song. Eminem sings. Bro, I love Celine Dion. Yeah, she's pretty awesome. The Filipinos over here, the Filipinas, they sing a lot of Celine Dion on karaoke. I'm not afraid to take a stand. Correcto, Joseph. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So just Joseph. Ah, Joseph got that one. All right. Um, what team? What team does Stefan Curry play for? I think I said his name right. Stefan Curry. Stefan Curry. The guy that shoots all those 3-pointers. I am Slim Shady, LOL. Okay, I don't know. Uh, will the real Slim Shady please stand up? Please stand up. Lose yourself. You're correct, but you guys are late. You're already past the 5-second mark. Um, what was the next one? I forgot. LA. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not sure what team he's playing for now. I think it's still the same team, I believe. I will have to. I'll have to Google this one. He could have went to a different team because I don't really follow sports much anymore. Golden State Warriors. Yeah, I think yes. Stephen Curry. I think it is still the Golden State Warriors. Is he still with them? Can anybody check? I don't know if y'all are able to. Can anybody double check? Because I think it's still Golden State Warriors. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna give it to Gerald because I think he's still right. Yeah. Okay. There you go. Gerald got that one. Okay. Um, let's see. There is. What is the name of a um, the one of the 7 greatest wonders of the world? I think that's what they call it. 7 greatest wonders of the world. Problem is, I don't even know all of them. I might have to look it up. Yes, he is. He's still with okay, Golden State. Thank you for verifying that. The 7 greatest wonders of the world. If I'm saying it correct. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The Great Wall of China. I'm going to double check the answers here on that one. I try to not just throw stuff out there that I only know. Some stuff I just don't know. 7 greatest wonders of the world. Okay, let's see if anybody else gets it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, Joseph got a point. Great Wall of China is correct. Palawan. I don't think so. Let's see. Joseph got 3 points now. Underground river. Okay, next question. 7 greatest wonders of the world. Okay, by the way, they are the Great Pyramid of Giza, the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, the statue of Zeus, the Temple of Artemis, the Colossus of Rhodes, Lighthouse of Alexandria, and then it says the 7 new wonders are our Great Wall of China and Machu Picchu and Taj Mahal. Anyway, you're close enough. That's all I got to say. Yeah, I want. Let's see, Burn Rice Terraces. Yeah, that would be like the 7 wonders of the Philippines. 7 greatest wonders of the Philippines. I don't know. Where's Underground River? Never heard of that one. Let's see. Name a song by the Bee Gees. By the Bee Gees. I can tell. Nobody. Yeah, Bee Gees. Bee Gees. You don't know Bee Gees? I'll sing a little bit of it. Let's see. I have no clue. Okay, nobody's going to get this one. I'm going to time it out, but I'll sing one of the songs. 5. It's Staying Alive, yeah. I can tell by the way I wear my walk. I'm a woman's man. No time to talk. All right, that's Gerald. What's the Bee Gees? It's Bee Gees. Beegees. Bee Gees. They sang the song "Staying Alive," very popular in a John Travolta movie back in the 70s. Sorry, BK. They're before your time. But yeah, I'm sure you've heard their music, but they're just way back. They got an awesome voice. I love their music and I love their voice and everything. I just listened to it and I add it to my playlist. There you go. A song. I'm gonna ask one for the young people. I'll have to look this one up. I don't know if BK knows this, but I know she's young. A song by Tyler the Creator. Since he's like a big thing nowadays, we'll see if anybody knows a song by Tyler the Creator. I don't know any name of any of his songs, but I'll look it up and see if it's right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bang. Okay, next question. All right. Name a city in. Let's see. We'll go with a city in. Watch him. He made a song. A city in Italy. Name a city in Italy. Wolf is one. Well, it's too late now, but it probably is. I've listened to some of his music, but I don't know any of the names of them, any of his songs. Let's see. I don't want to miss a thing. I don't want to miss a name. That is Aerosmith. I don't want to miss a thing. Milan. There we go. To do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Joseph got a point for Italy. Okay. Um, what is the biggest um, continent? Well, no. What's the biggest country? What's the largest country in the world? The largest country in the world. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Joseph got it. Russia. Russia is correct. Okay, what's the largest continent in the world? Largest continent in the world. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gerald got that one. Asia is correct. Okay. Name a song by Michael Jackson. Song by Michael Jackson. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. BK got that one, and I have to check on Ben. I'm not sure about that one. Let's see if Ben is a song. Ben, Michael Jackson. Yep, it is. Never heard of that one. Okay, so also Gerald. Gerald got a point for Ben by Michael Jackson. Have to listen to that song. I've never heard of it. Looks like when he was a lot younger. Released back in 1972. Interesting. The first Ben from Michael Jackson. Correct. Okay. Name a movie that the actor Leonardo DiCaprio played in. Any movie that Leonardo DiCaprio played in. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, so close, Joseph. It came in after the buzzer. Titanic goes to Gerald. Inception, I remember watching that one. Okay, so how many Rocky movies are there? I'm going to have to check this one. How many Rocky movies are there? Gerald says 4, 5, 4. Well, let me see what the answer is first. I'll just say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Okay, here it is. Got Rocky. You got Rocky 2, Rocky 3, Rocky 4, Rocky 5, and then you got the movie called Rocky Balboa. So nobody got that one. You could say that's 6. And then you got 3 of the Creeds, which is part of the film series. So anyway, yeah, it would have been 6, but we've already passed it, unfortunately. Okay. uh, where does most of the diamonds in the world come from? What country? What country do most of the diamonds come from? See ya, grasshopper. Okay, what country? And I'm looking it up as y'all are answering it. I'm going to see what the answer is. What country produces the most diamonds? Russia. 4, 3, 2, 1. Russia is correct. So Joseph got that one. Joseph. Okay. I'm going to do like 2 more, and that will be it. Just 2 more questions, and then I'll count the points. Okay, 2 more questions. Let's see. Think. Where is the car Kia produced? What country produces the car Kia, named Kia? Or basically the company. Where's the company originally from? Because they do have factories at different places. But where is the company originally from? I had to double check to make sure I was right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Joseph is correct with South Korea. It is South Korea. Joseph. Okay, 1 more question. Last question, then I'll count the points. Let's see. What sport does Roger Federer known for? What sport is he known for? Roger Federer. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. SSP, hello again. In India, okay, tennis is correct. So, Phil Collins jumped in and got a point on the last one. Also, Joseph got a point too. He got it. The top 2 people get it. So, Joseph and Phil Collins. Booyah. So, now I figure up the points. Phil Collins got that last one. And BKC got 2 points. Mary got 1 point. Ozzy got 2 points. And it's either going to be Joseph or Gerald as a winner. Let's see. I'm going to have to count it. First, I'll count Gerald. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 points for Gerald. Joseph. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points. Oh my goodness, bro. 7 points for Joseph. Very, very close. Very, very, very close. So first place goes to Gerald. Second place goes to Joseph. Congratulations, y'all. What do one win Niagara? What do I win Niagara? Yeah, what is the Niagara in there for? I don't know why you added Niagara to it, but I said okay, tennis. Uh, Gerald's the champion of the world. I never win, but that was very close, Joseph. You're getting better, bro. That's all that matters. You're getting better. All right, dudes. So I'm still trying to figure out why Phil Collins added Niagara. What do I win, Niagara? Sure, you win Niagara, bro. Go take it. Go over there to New York, Canada, and say, "Hey, this is mine now." Almost won. So what's up in Spain, Phil Collins? Give us the give us the juice, man. What's going on in Spain? Let's see. I never listened to music from Joseph. Yeah, Gerald had an advantage with the music then. He's a big music guy. But I threw in some geography and some sports. I know you're the geography guy, so I listen to music all the time. It's mandatory in the Philippines. uh, John or Gene Alfred beats me at music. Mr. Philippines, what's up? Gliamoros, how you doing? Read geography too. Yeah, yeah. We got some good people on geography, and yeah, and usually music too. Sports a little bit. TV shows I did too. Sorry, my dog is sick. Sorry about that, man. Cleaning up green poo. Ooh, yuck. I hope he gets better and everything. Yeah, sorry about that, Ozzy. So Phil Collins must be passed out. I was trying to get an answer about how Spain was. He said he was headed to Philippines, but he stopped in Spain. So I don't know what's going on. She's been acting weird all day. Green poo, oh shizzle. Acting weird all day. Hmm. I'll throw it in Google and see if there's any kind of answer. Dog acting strange with green poo. See what comes up. Says could have ate some some grass or leafy green or a green dyed treat, some kind of green thing. It says but it also can indicate a serious issue like a parasitic infection, toxin exposure, or something. Gallbladder problems, severe gastrointestinal disorder, and says if it's acting strange, has the green poop, contact your veterinarian immediately, is what that says. But anyway, um, but I don't know. It could be something simple, but it could be something bad. I don't know. I think we already knew that answer. It could be something simple or something bad. She's been acting weird all day. Yeah, you might want to do that, man. You might want to try to talk to a veteran nurse or something about it. Somebody about it. Glamora says, "You still vape? If so, can you hit it for us?" No, got I got food poison and I stopped vaping after that, and I've been off of it. The only thing I'm doing right now is I am doing the nicotine pouch, but so far it's been about 3 or 4 weeks, and I haven't done any vaping at all. Hello, good evening, Arvid. What's up? How's it going? If you ask Google, they will tell you cancer. Yeah, I think they want to help out the money makers. Let's see. Mikey for Barbara. Hey, Barbara. Um, how you doing, Barbara? Proud of you. You can do it. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Appreciate the support. Barbara says, "Hey, Mikey. Hi from Barbara. Hey, Barbara. How's it going? How's everything going?" I enjoyed that close game. I like to see where people are so close on points like that, and they're battling it out. Joseph was so close too. I was hoping he was going to catch up. Maybe if I would have asked one more question. Joseph, when you head back, man, be careful out there going back to your country. Trying to remember the name of that. Gazelle, right? Gazelle. I think I remembered it now. Gazelle. Hey, you're supposed to put pictures of your gazelle on the community page too. Don't forget that, bro. Let's see. What time is it in the Philippines? It is 12:30. So I'm not going to be in here very long. If anybody has something important to say, you might want to say it or question or whatever. So I'll give it about a minute. If, yeah. Anyway, where are you at, Glamoris? Glamoris, you're in the USA, I think. How's it going? How you doing, Glamoris? Yep, Arkansas. Arkansas. How you doing? Everything going good? How's life over there, man? 11:30 a.m. Yeah, it's 12 hours difference. Same way in North Carolina, where I'm from. It's 12 hours. Oh no, 13 hours. Yeah, y'all 13 hours difference. Yeah, it's good, boring but good. Yeah, that's um, that's good then. A big thing about people in the Philippines, some of the stuff they might want more and stuff like that. Instead of them wanting more about things, they decide to be content with what they have. So when we talk about that boring thing, that's why I was thinking about it. Just trying to be content with what you have, kind of thing. And the thing is, they still smile like crazy because they love music and community and all that kind of stuff, family and everything. So they stay content, but they are always celebrating with friends, family, and music and everything. Yeah, it's good, boy, but good. Very true. Being grateful is important. Yeah. Yeah, grateful, content. Yeah, it's related. Do. So since it's 12:30, I'm going to get off here. Unfortunately, take a tabo bath here in the Philippines and get some sleep. And hope to see you again, bro. Barbara, see you again soon. Sorry, Barbara tends to show up when it's like super late for me. Uh, I have a good night. Sometimes she does it though. Thank you, man. Have a good night. Y'all take care. Thanks for the fun with the game, guys. Appreciate that. Live simple is livable here. Exactly. I love the simple life, man. Good night, bro. Mikey. Thank you, Gerald. Thank you very much, champion. Joseph, take care. Ozzy, take care. Take care of the dog, bro. And good wishes to everyone. Best regards. Peace out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.